First up, we have the refillable resort mugs at Disney World. If you are staying at a Disney World resort, you can buy this refillable mug for $22. And then you can have unlimited drink refills for the entire length of your stay. Now, a fountain drink right now is $4.50, so if you're gonna have between 4 to 5 drinks while you're on your Disney vacation, this could save you some money. Also, you can refill them at any Disney World resort, which means if you find yourself out and about at another resort, you can fill them up there too. Or if you're having a park day, hop out of the park for just a moment, go to a nearby resort, fill up on beverages, and then head back in to save yourself some money on drinks inside the park. This window right back here holds our next money-saving hack. That's because if you are staying at a moderate resort or value resort on Disney World property, then you can get a large pizza for $21. That's an entire meal for the family for just over $20. Doesn't get better than that at Disney World. Now, while I love my Mickey waffles, consider skipping breakfast at the hotel or the theme park. That's because breakfast can be the cheapest and the easiest meal to prepare when you're on your Disney vacation. It's easy to grab and go, some granola or protein bars. I always bring an electric kettle with me so that I have hot water and can make my own coffee in our hotel room. Also, fill up your reusable water bottles with water from the quick service before you head to the parks. I didn't realize there'd be so much breakfast talk in this one, but if you are looking to save on breakfast, you could also look for hotels off property that offer free breakfast, like the Drury Plaza Inn on Hotel Plaza Boulevard right by Disney Springs. Also, big All-Star Resorts fan here. Growing up, when my family would come on vacation to Disney World when I was really little, this is usually where we stayed, so these resorts are super nostalgic for me. I believe making happy memories with your loved ones is the best part of a Disney World trip, and if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Molly, and I bring you Disney tips so that you can keep creating magical memories yourself. Music's fun here. Now, one of the biggest expenses on a Disney World vacation are park tickets. They can definitely add up. So if you're able to add in a non-park day, that can save you money on the overall cost of your trip because you've got one less ticket day to buy. But it will not be a boring sitting in your room kind of non-park day because there is so much to do at Disney World. You can do a fun scavenger hunt like this at your resort. You could have a pool day, grab some Disney transportation, and resort hop. Each resort at Disney World is unique with its own special theming and dining options. You could make a day of hopping around to all of the fantastic Disney resorts using the free Disney transportation. We've got monorails, skyliners, boats, so plenty of options to choose from to fill up your day. But the resort we're at right now actually isn't a Disney resort. However, this is one of the best money-saving tips for resorts at Disney World. Let me explain. This is the Swan and Dolphin Resort. These two, along with their sister resort, the Swan Reserve, are this really unique hybrid resort. While they're not technically owned by Disney, they are on Disney property, however, and they have some really unique perks. Like if you're staying here, you can get early entry like Disney resort guests, but more on early entry and how that can save you money in a minute. But also, guests staying at the Swan and Dolphin, at least through 2025, can also get extended evening hours. Now, usually you have to be staying at a very pricey Disney resort to get those exclusive 2 extra hours in the park in the evening. However, you can get access to them here for only a fraction of the cost of a deluxe resort. And since these resorts are owned by Marriott, you can earn Marriott loyalty points and redeem them. So depending on your travel rewards or credit card points, potentially having some free nights at Disney World doesn't get much more cost effective than that. Staying at the Swan and Dolphin is a huge money saver with the extra hours in the park, but I didn't even mention the best part yet. It is located within walking distance of both Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And speaking of Epcot, a little way to save some money during an Epcot festival is to use your Disney Dining Plan snack credits on festival food. Depending on what you pick out at the festival, it could be a pretty good money to food ratio. Also, since the Epcot festivals have so much fantastic food, if you're going to Disney World during one of them, consider just eating your way around the festival as opposed to having a traditional meal. You'll get to try some new foods this way, and it'll make your dollar stretch a little bit more. Kind of along the same lines, consider only having 2 actual meals a day, like a late breakfast, early dinner, and then supplementing meal times in between with some hefty Disney snacks. You get to try more and save a little bit of money. Purchasing special ticketed events as opposed to a regular park ticket could potentially save you some money. It will be a hefty upfront cost, but doing something like a Christmas party or Halloween party at Magic Kingdom gets you into the park for 3 hours to just enjoy Magic Kingdom as it is, and then you get a full 5 hours of party experience. So while it is still a little expensive, it could help you maximize your time and money. However, I would only consider doing that if this is not your first time coming to Disney World. For that, have a full traditional Magic Kingdom day for sure. Last time I stayed at the Dolphin, I actually took this walking path here. This means that you could rope drop those 2 parks and be one of the very first people in line. So if you have a big attraction or a popular attraction that you're looking to tackle, definitely rope dropping is going to ensure that you get to do that attraction without needing to buy an individual lightning lane. Lightning lanes can add up fast. For example, today at Magic Kingdom, the multi-pass lightning lane was $29, and the individual lightning lane for Tron was $21. That means if you're doing the multi-pass and want to ride Tron, you are spending $50 a person on top of park tickets and everything else you've already spent. So one way to save money is by finding opportunities to not have to use lightning lanes, or at least minimize the amount of times you have to pay for a lightning lane. Now, one way to do this is by taking advantage of rope drop and early entry if you have access to that through a Disney resort, because that's getting you in the park earlier than so many other guests. You'll have more of an opportunity to get in line when the crowds are lowest. When I stayed at the Dolphin, I did early entry at Hollywood Studios and was able to knock out Rise of the Resistance, Slinky Dog Dash, and Toy Story Mania in under 2 hours. No lightning lane needed there. Did you know that using a travel agent to book your Disney vacation is free? So it's like having an expert in your pocket to get you the reservations that you want. And that's great for saving time. While that's definitely great, we're here to talk about saving money today. Well, a travel agent could potentially help you with that as well. That's because they'll be on the lookout in case your Disney World vacation or package changes in price, and they can save you some money. They'll let you know. Now, another way to save on your Disney resort room, and I've actually never tried this myself, so take this with a word of caution, because I'm a big fan of booking things directly through Disney, but this could help you save some money, and that is by renting Disney Vacation Club points. What that means is if there's a Disney Vacation Club resort, like here at the Boardwalk, where there are rooms and dates available from Disney Vacation Club members who will not be able to actually go on that vacation, you could potentially get that reservation, but at a discounted price versus just booking a regular room. Again, I've never tried this myself, but I've heard there are a couple of reputable companies, so do your research. And if this is something you'd like to see a video on, comment DVC Rental down below. Save money on things like Uber and Lyft by using the free Disney transportation, or oftentimes hotels, even if they're not on Disney property, will have free shuttles to the theme parks. One other money-saving hack to keep in mind is when you come to Disney World could impact how much you spend on things like tickets and resort reservations. That's because not every single day is the same price. Looking at November, depending on which day that you come to the parks, you could be spending $20 more than other days in November. So if you're able to plan your vacations around non-peak season, and as you probably guessed, things like holidays are considered peak seasons, but also big events in Disney World could also incur peak prices, things like the Run Disney events. And if you're enjoying learning how to save money at Disney World, make sure to check out that video where I have even more money saving tips for you so that you don't potentially waste your money. As always, I'm Molly, and I'll meet you on Main Street.